Yes, Astoria is known for the now loved 1985 adventure film, The Goonies. However, The Goonies was not the only film made in Astoria. The film industry in Oregon dates all the way back to 1894, and since then, over 500 films and television series have been shot in Oregon, and many of them in Astoria. Films like Short Circuit, Free Willy, Free Willy 2, The Road, and Kindergarten Cop were all filmed in or near Astoria. It's easy to see why too. The city is beautiful. It is also full of history and unique spots. It is ideal for a movie location. It is said that the director of The Goonies, Richard Donner, claimed that he was just driving up the Oregon coast, and when he reached Astoria, he instantly knew it was the place where he would shoot his movie. The very first film shot in Astoria was The Fisherman's Bride in 1908. Locations such as the Astoria Column, Cannon Beach, and the Astoria Megler Bridge have all been locations used for famous films. The Ecola Point viewpoint in Ecola State Park, just outside Cannon Beach, was used in both The Goonies and Kindergarten Cop. Today, the old Clatsop County Jail, which was built in 1913, is now the Oregon Film Museum. It was established in 2010 as recognition for its usage in the opening scene for The Goonies. The Oregon Heritage Museum was once the Astoria City Hall. It was constructed in 1904 and has served many different purposes over the years. In the museum, There are many callbacks to the long entertainment history of Astoria, including cameras, sections of the Chinese theater, as well as the set for the 2022 Guillermo del Toro film, Pinocchio, which was produced in Portland. Memorabilia from the many films shot in Astoria are on display and for sale all throughout the city. Everywhere you go, there is a reminder. So what is your favorite film shot in Astoria? If you are not sure of all the ones that have been, here is a list. The Astoria Column was built in 1926, with financing from the Great Northern Railway and John Jacob Astor's great-grandson, Vincent Astor. It was built in commemoration and as a thank you to the city for its role in the family's financial success. The column is 125 feet tall and was patterned after the Trajan Column in Rome. It sits on top of the 600-foot Coxcomb Hill, just south of the city. The 164 steps of its spiraling staircase lead to an open observation deck, which gives a 360-degree field of view that overlooks the city, the river, Young's Bay, and Saddle Mountain. The mural on the outside of the column is known as a sgraffito frieze. It is an artistic technique of scratching through a coating of a hard surface to reveal an underlying layer of contrasting colors. It was painted by Italian artist Attilio Pistola. The mural displays 14 scenes of significant events of Oregon's history and 18 other scenes of the history of the region, including the discovery of the Columbia River by Captain Robert Gray in 1792, and the events of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The structure near the column is a memorial to represent the Clatsop natives that used to inhabit the area until the late 1850s. There are also sections of the mural that are dedicated to the native tribes of Oregon. In 1974, the column was listed into the National Register of Historic Places and is part of the Lewis and Clark National Historic Park, along with Fort Stevens and the wreck of the Peter Iredale. Today, the Astoria Column receives over 300,000 visitors a year and is now a key site of importance to the great city of Astoria.